that one thing that stands up this season is really making practices uncomfortable, and the coaching staff is really trying to challenge the entire team to be better and to take risks, and how we do that in very specific ways. And as G said, holding each other accountable on a daily basis, not just skill-wise, but attitude and effort and energy and resilience too.
They've always been driven, they really have, as a class. Whether that's the way they're talking to us as underclassmen or the way they're leading by example in their play. But this year I think they're more vocal about it, and you can really see they've amped up their level of play because they want this just as badly as we all do, but they are definitely showing it more. And the way that they're playing and leading us is definitely motivating the rest of us underclassmen to try harder, not only for ourselves but for them as well. So I definitely see it more on the court, off the court, just in how they're playing and how they're acting.
Pretty incredible that we've made playoffs for the last 4 years, and not just as a 2 seed or a 3 seed. So that means we get the bye in the first week of playoffs. This class is incredibly talented. It's the most talented class I've ever recruited. And then also driven and unified as a group. Since they were freshmen, they have always been friends, and they've always kind of been able to be on the same page with things. And I think, as G said, that they're even more motivated this year being senior year. And they're stepping up more vocally than just the work ethic. They all work incredibly hard. They do it, get after it in the weight room and off the court and things like that, and now they're really stepping up in a more vocal presence too. The last 2 years we've gone into the semifinal having to play Haverford, which is 7 days after we play them. So we're used to playing a similar opponent back to back in a way. I think definitely how we prepare, that we're going to still prepare with a sense of urgency and what we need to work on, going back and watch that game film, what we didn't film and what we didn't do well, what do we need to get better at. And that's what every day in the gym is about getting better with each skill in mind.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely had one hitter who we really didn't have an answer for, I don't think. And looking back at that game, I know many of us feel that even though we delivered as a team, we won in 3, individually we didn't really have great games. So we're actually pretty excited to play Muhlenberg again, to see if we can find an answer to that one player, to see if we can raise our level of play to how we can play, because we know we didn't bring it that day. So we're all pretty excited just to prove ourselves a little bit more this time around. I don't think we've hit our peak yet. I think we're still going up. Look out for it this weekend.
We actually had this conversation on the van ride home from Haverford. Have we peaked? No, I absolutely don't think so. And to kind of go back about playing Muhlenberg this weekend, I'm excited. Not nervous about it. I'm excited like I have been for the last week or so, or 2 weeks with our level of play. I would say maybe we came close against Scranton or Eastern. Eastern's always a perennial powerhouse in our area. I think Scranton too, they came in, they had only had 2 losses when they came in, and that was, but collectively all, was it 8 or 9 starters? No, we all haven't had a collective performance, so looking forward to this weekend. I expect to see some fierceness, some spiciness, some craziness. If you haven't seen us play the pterodactyl game, what it goes back to is Swarthmore's a very unique place, and we really own that. So we're just going to be so fierce if we all come together. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We've been here, we have experience in being in this position, and I think we're just really excited to be at the place we've been talking about for a year, going back to, as much as we're very comfortable playing in Johns Hopkins gym, and we won there. I'm really excited. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Like Coach said, we're an odd bunch of girls, but we are also a family, so we're really excited to come together this weekend and really just play our hearts out. I don't know, I'm excited to see what we can do. I have more faith in us this year than I ever have before, so really look out for it this season.